Preparation meeting with youth. The I Want to Say Something tool can be used to integrate youth and family voice into the young person's planning and their family team meetings. This tool can be used with young adults as well as youth over 6. Meet with the youth in a private space and explain that the goal is to make sure that their voice is prioritized in the planning process. The tool provides a structure for an important conversation with the youth about who they want to be part of their planning and about what they feel is going well, what worries they have, and what they hope will happen. It is often helpful for the person meeting with the youth to write out the tool for them. The tool also helps identify the youth's strengths, challenges, and needs. It's important to clarify with the youth that both natural and paid supports are important in co-creating a successful plan. Tools should be shared strategically with other team members and/or during family team meetings to encourage open communication and increase understanding of the youth's perspective. The youth can use the tool to remember what they want to share during the meeting and to co-create an agenda for the meeting. The youth can read the tool aloud to the team after introductions, or they can choose a support person to read the tool to the team. If the tool is shared by a team member, it's very important that it's read in its entirety without editing or adding to the youth's words.
Hi, Katie. How are you doing? Okay. Sounds like it's been a really tough couple of weeks. Yeah. You know that there is going to be a meeting next week, and that's really where the team is going to make some decisions sort of about what happens next. Okay. And of course, it's your team, right? And this is your life. So we really want to center your voice in this meeting. And I wanted to take some time to sit down today and just help you think about what do you feel like you need next? What kind of supports you need? And we can actually bring that with us to the meeting. Okay. And so your parents will be at this meeting, and your caseworker, your peer mentor, there'll be all the people that work with you on a regular basis. The hospital social worker will also be at this meeting. And so we want to make sure that you have a chance to say what you need in the meeting. So oftentimes I use a tool with kids. It's really, really simple. And I'll show it to you. So it's just a couple of questions, but the questions will really help to make sure that you know exactly what you want to say. It will help us to know who you feel like you need to be at that meeting with you. And then sort of what's going well, what's hard. And then thinking towards the future a little bit. What do you hope will happen at the end of all of this? So would it be okay to do this together today? Okay. I appreciate it. So the first question is, these are the safe and supportive family members and caring adults that need to be on my team. And these people really can be anyone who supports you that you feel like might be part of helping you to get to a better place. And so sometimes that's family members. Sometimes it might be a teacher or a coach you're really close to, or maybe an aunt or an uncle. So who would be the people that you would think about that you might like to be part of this team?
I guess my dad and my mom. I know this isn't an adult, but my sister Lexi, I would really want her to be there.
Sounds like she's a really important person to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Like maybe my grandma.
Okay. And is that your mom's dad or your dad's dad?
My mom's mom. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And you call her grandma?
Grandma. Yeah. I haven't really seen her in a little while though, so I don't know if she'd want to be there.
Sounds like you might be missing her, though. All right. Is there anyone else that you can think of that you would like to be part of your team?
I think I would really want John to be there too. He's my outreach worker.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like you have a good relationship with
Yeah.
John.
We have so much fun together.
That is great. I'm really glad to hear that. All right. And is there anyone else that you can think of?
No, I think that's it.
All right. And then the next part of this is, what does your team really need to know about you and about your family? So what things do we need to know to be able to help come up with a really good plan?
Like what kinds of things?
It can be anything, honestly. Something about your family and how it works, or maybe something you've been thinking about that you would need in order to be able to return home safely. Maybe it's that I had a young person last week tell me their family has a really good sense of humor. And so it was important to be able to use that and make times where they could laugh about things, even if they were hard. So really, it can be anything.
Okay. Well, I guess I would start with like wanting to spend time with Lexi and like just like hanging out, not talking about all of this, just being like normal and doing the things that we like to do together. And I don't know. I want to just be at home and I just want to be like going to school and hanging out with my friends, and I want to like get a job and just do normal things. And I don't know what it's going to take for especially my mom to let me do that.
Yeah, I expect that it's probably pretty scary for your mom what happened, and that is definitely something that we'll be talking about at the meeting. And if you have ideas about things that you feel like would help to keep you safe, we would definitely want you to share those, because that'll be really important. And I hear that you kind of want to get back to life right now.
Yeah.
You want to come home and go back to school.
Mhm.
And hang out with friends, right?
Yeah.
And I heard you say something else, is that you feel like your mom's really scared about you coming home. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'm going to ask you, we're going to think about sort of 3 different buckets together. And the first one is, what are the things that you feel like are going well right now? And I know this has been a really hard couple of weeks, so you might have to think a little bit. But almost always when we look, there are some things that are going well, and it's really important to pay attention to those, because those might be a big part of how you begin to heal and feel a little bit stronger after all of this. So what things would you kind of identify that are going well for you?
I don't know. It's hard to think of. So
It is hard. It is hard. It sounds like you care a lot about your sister.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that's something that's going well.
Okay. And how about school? I heard you say you were really anxious to go back to school. Tell me, is that something that goes well for you?
Yeah, I think it goes well. Sometimes my parents like want me to get better grades or whatever, but I think I like really enjoy going to school, and I like my counselor there and being able to meet with her. And it's like always fun to see my friends, and I'm on the dance team and I love dancing.
Right. All right. So you really enjoy going. You have a great counselor there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a great place to see your friends, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And is there anything specific at school that's really going well or that you're looking forward to?
I think I'm looking forward just getting back to practice because I like kind of missed a few of them. And now I'm stuck here, so obviously I can't go. And I like miss being with like my team and just being able to dance.
So you're on the dance team.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right. And let's talk a little bit about what worries do you have as we kind of plan what happens next. You've been here in the hospital for a little bit, and you won't be here forever. So we need to make a plan of how you're going to get home safely. And so what sort of worries do you have?
I think that like my mom isn't ready for me to come back. Well, she doesn't want me to come back.
It sounds like your mom got really scared, and that must be hard for you to hear that
Yeah.
she's worried about you being home because that's your home.
Yeah.
And what else goes along? Like, is there anything that goes along with that? Are there any really specific worries about it?
Like, I guess just I overheard my mom saying this to my aunt the other day that she was like wanting me to go to some kind of program and like not even go home. So I think that is like a specific worry that I have that if I like can't prove myself, that she's going to send me away somewhere. And I don't want that. I just want to go home and like be with Lexi and be with my parents.
That must have been a pretty scary thing to overhear like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be really important to kind of get all that out on the table so that you know how your mom is feeling and your mom is knowing how you're feeling. So that's definitely something that we'll talk about at the meeting. And are you close to your aunt, or is that someone your mom mostly relies on?
I think it's someone that like my mom is closer to,
Yeah. Okay.
but like I like spending time with her, and it's always fun at like family holidays to see her. So
Definitely.
yeah, I think we have like a good relationship too.
Okay. Do you think she's somebody that might sort of belong on your team since she's able to kind of support your mom and provide some support to you?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
Yeah.
What's your aunt's name?
It's Susie.
And how about, is there anything else that you've been worrying about at all?
Not really.
Okay. All right. And then the last part is thinking forward a little bit, both sort of what's going to come out of this meeting at the end, and then maybe over the next year or so, things that you really hope will happen.
I hope that I'll go home and get my driver's license and maybe even get a job. Like one of my friends, she just got a job at the Panera Bread down the street, and she always said that would be fun to work together. So something like that.
A lot of things to look forward to.
Yeah. And I think I just want to like be happy and be normal, and I can't explain why I did what I did, and I don't know why I like keep thinking about this and doing it, and I just want to be happy.
Absolutely. And that must make it hard to explain to other people who have a lot of questions too.
Yeah.
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 And sometimes there's not a specific reason. And so I think that'll have to be part of the work that we all do together, is figuring out how do we move forward from here and make sure that you're going to be safe and that you're getting enough support and your family is getting enough support, because it's clear they love you a lot and they really want to be there for you too. So you really want to feel normal and be happy. All right. So the last part is really where you get to kind of boss all the grown-ups around a little bit. So what specific things would you tell us that we need to do to make sure that you get home safely and that things are going well?
Oh gosh, I don't know. What specific things? I guess first that people just need to let me go home and say that it's okay. And like trust me a little bit.
So you're really looking to rebuild trust with
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
That'll be really important, huh? What else?
Like let me do things that are fun and not just like get stuck in the house all day.
Do you have any ideas about what those might be?
Like going out with Lexi or hanging out with one of my friends or going to school, like just all the normal stuff.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you feel like your team needs to do?
I can't think of anything else.
Right. I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with me today. And we'll all be here next week for that meeting. If you have any questions, you have my number. You can call me between now and then, or if you think of something else that you want to make sure that we talk about.
Okay.
I know for me, sometimes 5 minutes after I leave, wow, I can't believe I didn't think about that. So you can definitely reach out. And usually I bring some oranges or something to the meeting. Does that sound good? And would you like to read this at the meeting? Or would you prefer that someone else read this?
Maybe if someone else could read it.
Okay. And who do you think you would like to have read it? It can be anyone on your team. It can be someone from your family that's there.
I think I'd want John to read it.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to reach out to John. I'm going to make sure at the meeting that you have a copy of this and also that he has a copy so that he'll be able to read it. And if there's anything else that you want to say, I'm going to make sure you have a chance to do that.
Okay.
And there'll be an agenda. You know what an agenda is? It's just sort of a list of all the things we're going to talk about at the meeting. And so you'll kind of know what's going to happen and what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Sound good?
That sounds good.
All right. So I'll see you next week. I'll probably give you a call the day before just to check in.
Okay.
And if you have any questions, you let me know.
Okay.
I'm glad to see you're doing okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.